Historical accounts, though not entirely false, often present an incomplete truth. This partial perspective omits crucial elements that underpin national development. Such omissions can lead to a misunderstanding of a nation's true foundations. The conventional narrative may obscure the complexities of historical processes. A comprehensive understanding requires acknowledging all contributing factors, not just selected ones. Traditional historical narratives often highlight the roles of presidents and industrialists. These narratives emphasize territorial expansion and military victories as key drivers of growth. This focus frequently portrays these elements as primary contributors to American development. However, this perspective can overshadow other significant, less acknowledged factors and contributions. Historical discussions of American growth often overlook a critical component. This missing element is the labor system that financed the nation's rise. This system was fundamental to the accumulation of wealth. It was also crucial for the development of key industries. The development of any nation relies heavily on the skills, intellect, and endurance of its people. Often, the individuals whose contributions form the backbone of a developing nation remain unrecognized. Their vital roles are rarely discussed in detail, despite their profound impact. These unacknowledged contributions are essential for national progress. They transform raw potential into tangible advancements, driving societal and economic growth. The impact of slavery extends far beyond the institution itself. It profoundly influenced the development of infrastructure. Slavery also shaped economic systems and innovation. These elements were deeply intertwined with the labor system of slavery. The concept of suppressed prosperity highlights a fundamental imbalance in economic and social systems. It describes situations where significant contributions were made by individuals or groups. However, recognition and ownership for these contributions were systematically denied. This denial created lasting economic and social disparities, hindering true prosperity. By 1860, cotton had become the cornerstone of the United States export economy. This agricultural commodity was widely recognized as King Cotton due to its economic power. Cotton alone accounted for nearly 60% of all U.S. exports during this period. Its dominance highlights the significant role of agriculture in the national economy. The vast majority of this cotton was produced in the southern states. This export volume underscored the global demand for American-grown cotton. The plantation system in the southern states was a primary driver of wealth generation. Cotton production was the cornerstone of this economic model, yielding immense profits. This wealth significantly contributed to the overall American economy. It fueled economic growth across various sectors nationwide. The capital generated from plantations supported widespread investment. The system's profitability made it a central component of national economic development. The vast wealth generated in the pre-Civil War American South relied heavily on a specific labor source. This labor force consisted of over 4 million enslaved Africans by the onset of the Civil War. Their forced labor was not voluntary, but coerced, under brutal conditions. This system of forced labor served as the primary engine of the Southern agricultural economy. Enslaved individuals cultivated crops like cotton, tobacco, and sugar, driving economic prosperity. Their involuntary contributions were fundamental to the region's economic structure and wealth accumulation. Banks played an active role in the system of slavery by issuing loans. These loans utilized enslaved individuals as a form of collateral. This practice integrated human beings directly into financial instruments. It illustrates the profound depth of economic entanglement with slavery. The financial system profited from the commodification of human lives. Insurance companies developed policies on enslaved individuals. These policies served to monetize and institutionalize the ownership of human beings. The financial mechanism protected the assets of enslavers. This practice further embedded slavery within economic systems. Northern textile mills relied heavily on Southern cotton for their manufacturing operations. This created a significant interregional economic link between the North and the South. The institution of slavery in the South directly supported this industrial growth in the North. This dependency highlights how slavery underpinned economic development in other regions. Global trade networks were significantly shaped by the production of cotton. This cotton was primarily cultivated through the labor of enslaved people. The extensive cotton production established the United States as a major player in international commerce. Slavery served as the fundamental economic bedrock for this significant role in global trade. Thus, enslaved labor's cotton output was central to the global economy and U.S. standing. The system of slavery extended beyond plantations. deeply influencing global financial centers. It was intrinsically linked to Wall Street, a major financial hub. European markets also played a significant role in perpetuating and profiting from slavery. Major shipping ports in New York and Boston were central to the slave trade infrastructure. This demonstrates slavery's pervasive and systemic influence on the broader economy. The economic system, historically reliant on enslaved labor, generated immense wealth. This wealth is estimated to be equivalent to billions of dollars in modern currency. Such substantial capital accumulation was a cornerstone of early national economic growth. The forced labor of enslaved individuals directly fueled this economic development. This system created a foundational wealth that shaped the nation's economic structure. Many enslaved Africans possessed advanced knowledge in agricultural science. Their expertise was particularly notable in the cultivation of rice. This included sophisticated water control systems and irrigation designs. Their skills significantly boosted plantation profitability in regions like South Carolina and Georgia. Skilled black artisans were central to the physical development of early America. These craftspeople included carpenters, blacksmiths, and brickmakers. Their expertise was crucial for constructing plantation homes and other structures. Blacksmiths forged essential tools vital for agriculture and daily life. Brickmakers contributed to the foundational construction of early American cities. Their craftsmanship provided the essential infrastructure for the nascent nation. Historical events, such as Nat Turner's Rebellion, significantly impacted social control measures. Following these events, laws were tightened in many southern states. These new laws made it illegal to teach enslaved people to read or write. The primary intent was to prevent communication and coordination among enslaved individuals. This suppression of education served as a mechanism to inhibit organized resistance. Despite legal prohibitions, education persisted through secret schools and clandestine learning. These underground efforts ensured the continuation of knowledge in challenging times. Children learned basic literacy, tracing letters in dirt to acquire fundamental skills. Adults engaged in memorization, studying texts by candlelight in hidden locations. This dedication transformed the act of learning into a quiet form of rebellion. The persistence of education demonstrated a profound commitment to intellectual freedom. During the Reconstruction era, black men briefly gained significant political rights and influence. They exercised voting rights and held various public offices across the southern states. This period saw their active participation in rewriting state constitutions, shaping new legal frameworks. Reconstruction also led to the expansion of public school systems, benefiting both black and white citizens. Progress during the Reconstruction era faced significant opposition and resistance. This backlash led to the withdrawal of federal troops from the southern states. New laws were enacted specifically designed to restrict voting rights for African Americans. Economic systems like sharecropping trapped many families in debt, hindering true equality. Despite systemic barriers, black inventors made significant contributions to technological advancement. Lewis Latimer, a prominent inventor, greatly improved the carbon filament for electric lighting. His innovation made electric lights more durable and accessible, impacting daily life. Elijah McCoy developed automatic lubrication systems for trains and other machinery. McCoy's inventions enhanced efficiency and safety in industrial operations, advancing technology. Granville T. Woods patented railway communication systems. These innovations significantly reduced train collisions, enhancing safety. Dr. Charles Drew pioneered large-scale blood storage methods. His work was crucial for medical advancements, especially during World War II. The Greenwood District in Tulsa, Oklahoma, was known as Black Wall Street. It emerged as a thriving black business community in the early 1900s. This district showcased significant economic prosperity and self-sufficiency. It boasted a wide array of black-owned businesses, including banks and law firms. Doctors' offices and movie theaters further highlighted its vibrant economic landscape. In 1921, the Greenwood District of Tulsa, Oklahoma, was largely destroyed by racial violence. This event involved the burning of homes and the erasure of numerous black-owned businesses. The destruction severely disrupted the accumulation of generational wealth within the community. It contributed to significant economic disparities that have persisted for generations. This tragedy illustrates the fragility of prosperity when confronted by systemic violence.